is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, and we're live on 3. Well, some excitement in our studio, but also some truths that we are touching on this morning. Now, according to SANRAL, a new toll dispensation has come into effect, and this, of course, with reduced tariffs per kilometre on monthly caps, also on vehicles using tolls. The question is, though, will this encourage all of us to start paying our toll fees? Well, here to talk about it, and more details will come from the General Manager for Communications at SANRAL, Mr. Vusi Mona. Welcome to the show. You're live on Expresso.
Thank you. Good morning to you and to your viewers.
Just quickly, why has SANRAL introduced the new tariffs?
Well, that's a government decision following the concerns that were raised by the motorists here in Gauteng that the costs were high. The government responded by making a number of concessions, one of which was to reduce the tariffs.
Why have you decided to do this? I mean, the new road tariffs, what will they be? What would we have to pay?
Well, in the past, there used to be three structures of the tariffs. There was the e-tag tariff, the standard tariff, and what we call the alternate tariff, which was 3 times the e-tag tariff. In a new dispensation, there's a single tariff. For an example, for light motor vehicles, the tariff is now going to be 30 cents. Whereas in the past it was 58 cents. That was the standard tariff. Everybody will now pay the e-tax tariff. And as I said earlier, it's a response to the concerns that were raised that, the system had made the cost of travel high.
So if we look at the tariffs, I mean, down by almost 50%, and you're making it a lot more easier and accessible for people. Many people have outstanding fees. They haven't paid it. Some refuse to pay. Will this make it easier? I mean, what to do with outstanding debt? How much time do we have before we have to pay the outstanding debt?
That's a second concession, discounts for outstanding debt. Government has granted a 60% discount on all outstanding bills. And that's going to take about 3 to 4 months to kick in because there has to be system changes. There also has to be some legislative changes. But in 3 to 4 months' time, people will be in a position to come and pay only 40% of what they owe.
I must say, sir, there's been a great deal of opposition against the e-tolls. Many people are refusing to pay. Do you think that this new dispensation, that it will solve the problem?
Well, let's contest the view that there's been many people. We've got about 1.3 million active e-tags, although e-tags are not going to be relevant in the new dispensation. But we've also been collecting. There's also been a study, a survey by Ipsos that indicated that 34% of motorists think that the tariffs are fair, 38% think that they are unfair, 4% were neutral. So we've got to contest the assertion that there is this groundswell of opposition. Yes, there is opposition, but there are also people who are cooperating. We do think that the new dispensation will encourage people to come forward and cooperate with us.
Well, we hope that it encourages everyone to pay their toll fees. Thank you, Mr. Vusi Mona, General Manager of Communications, SANRAL. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this morning. We're also taking this conversation to Facebook. If you want to take part in it, it is an Expresso show, SABC3 online. We're asking the question, with the new toll tariffs for e-tolls, will you start paying? Join the conversation now at Expresso Show, also on Twitter with the hashtag Expresso Show.